Hi guys. Anybody have to deal with credit card fraud or any type of financial fraud with their avoidant narcissist, whatever we're calling this week? Hi, Cleric here. Cool things in my store if you need it. Yeah, for me, granted, it was on me. I mean, I thought I was going to marry this person. I gave them a credit card. They were in a lot of debt. And I said, hey, all right, use this credit card, put gas in your car, you can buy lunch, and since you passed the grocery store on the way home, you can buy food for the house. Like, okay. Now, it started off small, right? Like, her son had a birthday, and the son was a brat. Did not like sharing with my kids, whatever. And there's these fancy donuts called Duck Donuts around here. They're like $30 a box. I saw on her Instagram, she posted, like, hey, I got the kid Duck Donuts. Happy birthday, blah, 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 blah. The Gingers never got any of the donuts. But I saw my credit card as I was going over the statement. I'm like, Ginger's paid for the donuts, though, because I saw right there, Duck Donuts, $30. I'm like, huh, that's weird. But I let it go. I'm like, that's $30, you know, she's short on whatever. Then, a couple months later, she had this other daughter, very into ice skating. Ice skating is a crazy expensive sport. So I was like, you know, I don't know why you're doing this. I got my kids in soccer. I could put them in soccer for 15 years for what you pay for 2 months at ice skating. So I realized as I'm going on my credit card bill a month or so later, I paid for an ice skating competition. I didn't know I was paying for an ice skating competition. I just saw one on my credit card. So I said, huh. So this time I called out because this was like $163. And I said, hey, like, what is this? And in true manipulative fashion, she's like, oh, you know, I was short on money. And I was like, okay, like, I would have been okay with it if you had asked me, if you told me you were going to do it. Like, this wasn't a card for, like, free money. So she started going at me like, oh, I thought you said I could use this card, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, kind of like with any couple, like, sharing finances, like, we got to talk about that stuff. Again, it's not a free credit card. So, you know, I noticed one time she took her mom out to dinner, and I'm like, all right, it's on me. I should have taken this card away. So we break up. I get this card back, whatever. 2 months after we break up, going through, you know, I have my assistant going through my credit card statements because I had loaned her a business card. And my assistant's like, did you go horseback riding in the Poconos? I'm like, do I look like I go horseback riding in the Poconos? She's like, let me check this out for you. Let me check this out for you. She calls up the vendor, and she's like, you won't believe it. It's the avoidant. This is 2 months after we broke up. Spends $270 on horseback riding for her kid's birthday party. And I'm like, you know what? Like, this is fraud. So I reach out to her, and I had not talked to her in months. Like, I was healing. I was leaving well enough alone. But, you know, this was a line, because it's like, whatever happens in the thralls of a relationship, like arguments, breakups, cheating, like, that happens. That's not intentional. You're not purposely trying to hurt the other person. But, like, months after the fact, you know, credit card fraud, like, you're trying to hurt me, trying to hurt my family. Now, it's funny how her phone did not work anytime I would, you know, text her, like, try to work things out, like, early on after the breakup. But once I said I was going to the police, oh, my phone started blowing up. Things I had her blocked too. So I'm getting text messages from other numbers. I'm getting emails. I'm like, all right, I'll entertain this phone call. And now I was like, you know, I'm sap at the time. Like, I'm just looking for, like, all right, if you show me any contrition, like, oh my God, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Like, I checked with the vendor. The vendor told me exactly when that credit card number was punched in. It was a while after we broke up. It's like, if you show me any sort of contrition, if you show me any sort of anything, like, I'll forgive it, all right? I'll forgive it. She came in, and she's like, you know, she's studying to be like a lawyer or something like that. She's like, this could really affect my legal career. I'm like, so you're not sorry. You're more sorry that you got caught. So I just realized, like, who and what I was dealing with. I didn't want to take this person to court. They tried to send me the money back. I was like, you know what? You obviously need this more than me, because I actually, about a year after they left, I was getting collection notices for this person to my house for about a good year after they left. Like, you obviously need this money more than I do. And it really opened my eyes to the bullet that I had dodged. Like, if I had been with this person, this would have been the rest of my life, this type of financial abuse. So let me know if anybody has had similar experiences. Follow for more cool stuff at the store.